Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Art and Outdoor Life here with John. I hope that you're having a great day, a good morning, great evening, wherever you are, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you for viewing. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. So, I'm using the fast and loose method on this painting here. It was kind of a stressful day, and sometimes when you get stressed out, the best way to counter that stress and frustration is just to paint loosely. There's my palette there. Yeah, it's, just to get out and kind of. Now, what I'm doing there is I'm mixing the colors. I've already put down some colors from the tube on my palette, and I'm using the medium Ron Ranson Hake brush, cobalt blue for the sky, just kind of randomly going through it and putting down some on the bottom there, some of that blue. I've already misted the paper, and yeah, this is very good if you get frustrated, if you sometimes things aren't going right, and you need to take a breather, take a breath. Sometimes it's good to just paint loose, and that's why I did this. Now, I made my tree line there with some Payne's Gray that came out of the tube, okay? And I'm using a very dark green here. I didn't mix the green on this one. And like in all my paintings, you're going to watch this river, this stream, go from the bottom up. You're going to watch this whole river. And if you've never seen me paint before, you'll see it today. You'll see it. I'm going to change this whole river. Now, can I actually, once I started this, like this, that you're looking at, can I actually change this? This is watercolor, right? You hear it all the time. Once watercolor hits your paper, it's, not so forgivable. It's not like oil paint or acrylics, where you can go over it and change. So I'm using orange red here with a fan brush, and I'm just going just to the top of that tree line. And that tree line is Winsor & Newton Payne's Gray that I have. Okay, and I'm still going to do a video on that, a comparison as to how I make my own Payne's Gray. So, is it really possible that I can change this river, the flow of the river? We'll find out. We will find out. Now at the bottom here, I'm using Prussian blue to kind of outline the river. Right down the center of the river. I put some of the dark greens off to the side, just so I can have something to see. And I'm not using burnt umber in this video, but I am using raw umber. And the raw umber will mix in back and forth with the Prussian blue and the lemon yellow that I'll be using here. I'm also going to be using Winsor & Newton white gouache. Okay, so the white gouache is not watercolor. So this is painted very loosely, no reference photo. I just came in here, I needed to relieve some steam, some frustrations. Normally I come in here and I paint to relieve my anxiety, and some depression. Um, and this time I came in here to relieve some, frustrations. So with the lemon yellow, and if you've seen my videos before, I really like putting lemon yellow right on blue. And the more lemon yellow I use, it turns the blue shades into light greens, depending on how much I use, okay? So, I took the spray bottle, and I really wanted to let the watercolor just flow, okay? It's loose. It's loose. So it's not detailed. That's what loose means, in case if you're wondering, if you're a beginner and you're not sure. Loose is another word for without detail, pretty much. Okay. And excuse me, I've had a runny nose and haven't been feeling well. And kind of why I haven't released a video in over a week. So now I'm kind of shaping things just by dabbing it with the Hake brush, the Ron Ranson Hake brushes. Now, barely touching it. I want just a little bit of that yellow red to come just above the tree line or in the tree line. So now I'm dabbing in some cobalt blue there. And you'll see how I do this. Okay? And this is off the top of my head. Anybody can do this. You can do this. You can use your own colors. So again, now I'm patting. I'm using the tip of my brush, and I'm just patting on some of the lemon yellow, and I'm letting the brushes, the end of the brush, the bristles, do the work. Okay? Very loose. And this is fast and loose, okay? So with the paper towel, a little piece, I kind of wiped out some of that blue there, that Prussian blue. And then here, I'm just taking different colors. I'm taking some darker greens, a little bit of raw umber. You can use burnt umber. And like, for example, on the blues, you can use an ultramarine blue for the sky and a cobalt blue for your water, or vice versa. I just wanted to make sure that in this case, I wanted to make sure that the sky and the water were two different shades of blue. Normally, I wouldn't do that, but I did. And here I am, I'm putting on some orange red. You can use garbage if you want. You don't have to use orange red for that. So, it looks like a mess. And my card was laying around somewhere, and I got guitar picks everywhere. So if you run into that problem, use the bottom of a tube of paint if you're using tubes, okay? So yeah, I'm just putting in a tree figure. It's all impressionistic here. It's all about impressionism, but actually, it's a little bit more than impressionism. It's so loose that I don't even know if I would use the word impressionism. I mean, impression being, I want the impression to be there's a river there, there's a tree line there, there's bushes, there's foliage, there's brush, there's bush. You got the side of your river, your bank, and one really cool thing about these hake brushes, you can use them in so many ways. Like, if you were watching this, if you notice, sometimes I will pat it like a baby, just the very tip, very gently, the side of the tip. Okay, so now look at this. All of a sudden, right before your eyes, look at where this river is going. Remember, it was going vertical, straight up, straight down. Now, all of a sudden, in just a few seconds, in only a few seconds, now the river is turned. And with the colors I'm throwing in there, now I'm throwing in the depth. And it's so loose. There's no detail here, right? There's no detail because we don't need detail when we're doing fast and loose. Look at, I'm just patting it. Just patting it. Like if I was using my hand, the tip of, the very top of my fingers underneath and just patting the paper. That's what I'm doing. So with the fan brush, now I'm bringing out the gouache here. Now, normally I would use just regular white watercolor. But in this case, I figured I'd throw a little bit of gouache on there because I couldn't find my white. Okay. So, and I'm not a gouache painter, so to speak. I only use this once in a blue moon, and today I used it. Okay, so now that river's really got a shape, and the water is moving, and look at the detail. There's no detail, but look at the scene. You see the bushes, you see the trees, you see the colors, right? You see the darks, you see the lights. This is what makes the painting so awesome. You don't have to be a master painter to do this. And it's good to, walk in and get things off your mind. Like I walked in here, like I do with all my paintings. Sometimes I walk in with ideas, but I don't paint off of photos. And so looking back at this painting I did just 15 minutes ago, now I was having kind of a bad day, and all of a sudden I did this painting, and my day is really good now. Like all of that frustration I was having earlier, and I got a sore throat, and things are not going so well, and all of a sudden I walk in here and I'm painting, and the painting is making me feel better. Okay, now if I was to put some of my frustrations into a painting, and I have done that, I would have probably put a lot of different colors in there. But I wanted to relax. So that's why I went with, the greens and the yellows and a little bit of red, some light blue, and some clouds, because excuse me, because I wanted to calm down, and I wanted to see what I can do. Okay, so now here after, going through this, I'm covering up the river with, I'm not thinking about this at this time. Um, I'm just thinking, I want something there. And I was thinking a tree, right? So here you'll see what I actually painted right over here. Right here is something that didn't come out like I I didn't care for it too much. And I've said it in, if you've seen any of my videos, there's always something in all of my paintings. Every painting I've ever done, there's always something I'm not exactly happy about. Like a little part of the painting. Um, and that's what was going on right here. Right there. Across that river. And it's just natural, you know. Uh, wasn't fussing about it. You can say, go ahead and say I was fussing about it. You could say that. You could say that. Um, to me, it's experimenting, right? Fussing is experimenting to me. It might be different for you, but for me, it's experimenting. It's trying things out. It's, okay, if I don't like it, if I don't like this, then um, how can I fix it? Like in the now, in the moment. How can I fix it? Right? So I went ahead and I put some dark blue here, Prussian blue, and I went straight up. I wasn't looking for no certain kind of tree or nothing. I just wanted something there, to go across the river. Um, and so with the fan brush, I'm using just a touch of gouache, just to kind of, a little bit more clouds, just a little bit. Um, but yes. Hey, I want to thank everybody. And, I haven't painted in over 10, 11 days. I've been painting since June 15th of 2023. And here we are, March 28th of 2024. And on average, I've been putting out 3 videos a week. A week. So I'm putting some birds in there. Little birds. And I, maybe I need to slow down a little bit on the video part. I don't know. But I hope you enjoy this video and the painting, and I'm just kind of touching up some of the white with the white gouache there. And please come back, and if you like it, if you like my videos, please hit like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. I don't make anything off of here, and it's always free for you to view, enjoy, and learn, and hopefully be inspired. Thank you very much. Sincerely yours, John.